So in this week's trading update, I'm going to take you through the FX and index trades and commodity trades, even though there aren't any, over the last 6 or 7 days trading the D1 Sniper strategy. We're going to go through them each and every one of them. Starting off with, here was a sell trade on the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. It's not quite made enough to target and then backed off a little bit, slightly offside it now, which is really irritating because it had a really, really good start. But we're going to have to run this one over the weekend. So we just open on that one and we'll see how it pans out there. Otherwise, Australian dollar against the yen, cracking trade there. Buy there from Monday, the 20th of June, really nicely moving on to that profit target. Just to give you an idea, target-wise, if I just bring in here, a little thing called TradeMate, we can then select and work out our stops and targets. So what I can do is select our what we call our aggressive stop, our starter limits, and then in terms of trade sizing, you can set maybe a 2% risk, 1% risk, whatever you want according to the account size you put in. Click calculate trade details, and that'll give you the output for the trade. So for the target for this opportunity was 94.408 as the objective. So why is it there? That's based on what this market is most likely to achieve, given the type of setup that is there. It's a very strong trend following setup, and on balance, Aussie yen is about good for 50 pips. That's basically what this is saying. Before, in most likely scenario is it'll probably start to back off and come back the other way. That's actually exactly what's happened. It went a little bit more than 50, went about 70, 80, 100 points, and then came off. So in any case, it was the right thing to do, was to take profits. So nice 50 pips chalked up there on Australian dollar against the yen. CAD yen, by contrast, was a pretty horrible trading opportunity. You can see the buy there, not very nice, big stop loss on that one. I mean, there's some bigger winners out there, but this is a big stop loss, so over 200, just over 200 points there. It's really, really irritating, just getting low ticked on that this morning, especially since it's going back up again. But stop loss is the stop loss, and there we are. Swiss yen. Nice profit on that one. That was a 60-point winner from that buy from the 17th of June. Euro against the Canadian dollar was another buy trade. That was a 50-point winner there, as well as euro yen. So some decent euro pairs there. The buy there for 60 points. Let's just get rid of that so we can see a bit more of the chart. So 60 point there profit. So annoying, losing on CAD yen, but some really nice profits on Swiss yen and euro yen and some of those other yen pairs. Actually, some really good rotations. About 60 points there on euro yen. Euro New Zealand, a 40-point winner. And again, looking to what this market's most likely to do. Very often we look at charts and we think these big moves are going to take shape. All three of these snipers are actually winning trades. It's just that it's about having that understanding of what this market's more likely to do. Sometimes that little impulsive move for a day is about all it's good for. And that's what we have to understand when it comes to trading. The depth of understanding about the strategies we trade. Euro New Zealand, another winning trade there for 40 points profit. Pound against the Aussie. Again, the starter limit giving us a buy from the 17th of June. That was a 50-point winner. Really nice trade there as well. Pound yen also, like many of the yen pairs, going on, hitting that objective in that first day. Backing off that support level, or resistance level, I should say, for a nice 50-point winner there. Pound against the New Zealand, again one of the more sort of choppier markets out there at the moment, but a nice buy. This is a buy. The ascending intermediate trend, the ascending chart pattern. So the market's showing positive rotations at this point, giving us a bias to take this as a buy. Market moving up really nicely. We took a small profit on this one, according to TradeMate, 30 points there. But interestingly, the market really being capped by those resistance levels there, that dotted red line. The market hitting that level there once, twice, backing off it. We don't have to worry about that too much, but I know that some of our more experienced traders will be trading a little bit more off those resistance levels, as well as using TradeMate. Okay, we've also got some indices coming through now. So the Hang Seng, really nice buy trade from the 20th of June, hitting that target after the first day for 159 points. Actually, let's go back and look at a particular trade on the pound against the US dollar. Really weird one, this one. We've got a setup coming up here. Sell trade came up yesterday. I think it's important to reference this. One of the things that we have in this system is if the stop loss is too narrow, it's literally 2 points. the chance of this going on to be a winning trade without being stopped out on it is pretty much zero. And that's why you actually have a warning message or a message come up on TradeMate to say, oh gosh, stop loss is too tight. Look to avoid that opportunity. And really what that often comes down to is a really weird looking entry bar. You can actually see that sort of, the market's tried to have that move down, reverse back up again, just limped into a sell trade. But like I said, you've got a 2-point stop loss. You can't really do anything right with that. So that trade was avoided, and you had a possible buy for tonight. Anyway, back to the alphabetical order in which I was going. I thought it was important to go through that anyway. So the Hang Seng, 159 points. The Nasdaq. Really nice market, some of these indices. I mean, you've got to look at some of these moves. Look at these rotations here. Really nice, really clean. The Nasdaq 100 there giving us a 175-point profit. And that's great because with these trades opening on a Thursday, it's really nice to get them closed out before the weekend because you're thinking, oh my God, what can happen over the weekend, especially with the backdrop of what's going on right now. So really nice to get those indices closed out there. Like I said, 175 points. New Zealand CAD, we're still open on that trade at the moment, so not a great deal to talk about. New Zealand yen, again, a nice profit on that one as a 30-point winner before the market backed off like so many of those yen pairs have. And then that brings us into the final three trades there. S&P 500, that hit target earlier today. Really nice winning trade. That's a 567-point winner. So that's a biggie, really. Given that entry point from last night, really big candlestick. Again, rallying beautifully into Friday, into the weekend. At least it is so far today. But 567 points. The US 30, 306 points. And then finally capping it off with dollar yen, which was a buy on the 20th of June for a 40-point winner. All in all, that is a week's total. So the trades over the last, 6 or 7 trading days using the D1 sniper strategy are up 1,445 pips. That is a 100% rules-based approach to trading. Hopefully you've had a good week's trading as well. And if you want to find out more about trading with Trendsignal, just go to our website, trend-signal.com, book in for one of our webinars, and you can learn more about the strategy and actually see us identify some trades in action live on the markets as well. All the best, guys. Have a great weekend.